Hi guys, and welcome back. So in this lecture we're going to be taking a look at main ideas versus details. This is going to help you to complete your multiple choice task, your part number 5. So first of all, why is this important? Why do you need to know or be able to distinguish between main ideas and details in this task? So generally texts are made up of main points and then supporting details or supporting ideas. Okay, you need to understand what the writer believes is the main point or what they believe is the supporting details, because you will be asked this. The questions are going to focus on either supporting details or main points, and you need to be able to separate them so that you can kind of pick them out of the text as the answer. Okay, so when you're reading the text, you should kind of ask yourself, okay, is this an example? Or is it a main point? Or is it a reason? What is this bit of text? Okay, so to give you an idea of what I mean by supporting details, any of these things can be supporting details. Okay, it could be a reason, could be a result, a solution, an example, an explanation. All of these are supporting details for a main point. Okay, so for example, a writer's main point could be that governments don't do enough to combat climate change. That could be the main point, and then he could back that up or support that idea with a reason, an example, an explanation, a solution, whatever. So it could say, you know, governments don't do enough to combat climate change. For example, just this year, however many thousands of tons of rubbish flooded into the Pacific Ocean. And that's your example. Okay? Or they could give a reason why the government don't support climate change, or a result of the government not supporting climate change. So you need to be able to separate these parts of writing so that you can match one of them with the answer. Okay, so this is what the questions are going to ask you to do. You need to separate these parts of speech from your main ideas. Okay, if you can't quite imagine that, or you're still not sure why this is important, I'm going to show you some examples of real questions, okay? So these questions come from a practice test in the Cambridge Handbook for Teachers. You can actually download this for free. It's a free document on the Cambridge English website. So if you go to the Cambridge English website, you'll be able to find this document, and it has a full practice test in it, and it also has tons of extra information about the whole exam and what you're tested on and how you need to prepare for the exam. It's a really useful document for students as well, not only teachers. But these questions come from there, so they're genuine questions from the exam for part 5 multiple choice. So for example, we can see here the first question. What problem regarding colour does the writer explain in the first paragraph? Okay, so there's going to be a lot of information about colour in that paragraph. You need to be able to distinguish or identify the explanation. Okay, so you're not looking at the main point. There might be a problem in the main point, but that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for an explanation. Okay, let's take a look at the next question. What is the first reason the writer gives for the lack of academic work on the history of colour? So again, you're looking for a reason. So you need to be able to identify this reason and the first reason. There's going to be multiple reasons, so you need to be able to identify that first one. And the final one, the writer suggests that the priority when conducting historical research on colour is to So you can see how you're going to have to pick out these particular things in order to answer your question. Okay, so we're going to have a little practice of this now in kind of distinguishing main points from supporting details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a full paragraph, and I want you to try and identify, first of all, the main point of the paragraph, and then second, the supporting detail. Is it an example, a reason, or result? Okay, so I'm going to make this bigger for you so that you can read it. Okay, so you need to pause the video now so that you can read everything and then choose the main point and the supporting detail. Okay, so pause the video now and have a look. Okay, hopefully you've had a look there and you've been able to identify the main reason and the supporting detail. So let's have a look at the answer. So your main point was that very first sentence, okay? The state of the environment is deteriorating. So often main points will come right at the start of a paragraph. Generally that's where main points come. They may also come in the middle of your paragraph if you have several points per paragraph. So you might have one in the middle somewhere, okay? And then your supporting detail was a reason. So you should have been able to get this from the linking word due to, okay? Due to we use to give reasons, okay? So it's due to a rampant use of single-use plastics, okay? You also have the word cause down here as well, okay? So that can also be a reason, right? All right, we're going to have another practice. If you weren't sure about that, you might be able to get the next one. So here is your paragraph, and again I want you to choose the main reason and the supporting information. Okay, so pause the video now and have a go. Alright, hopefully you've managed to get that then. Let's take a look at the answer. Okay, so your main point was that younger generations are becoming more aware of environmental problems. And again, you had a linking word here, in turn, which tells you there's going to be a result, okay? We use in turn to give results, which in turn has led to the development of more sustainable resources. So a result of younger generations being more aware of the environment is that more sustainable resources are made. Okay, so you can see how important it is to be able to distinguish between main ideas and supporting details. This is basically what you'll be asked to do in this task, okay? Again, if we take a look back at those questions, those genuine exam questions, okay, they're always asking you for an explanation. They're asking you to identify a reason, a priority, i.e. the main point, okay? So this is what you need to do in this task. It's really important. So we're going to get more of a practice of this in the next lecture. If you join me there, we're going to be practicing in different ways. And I'm going to be giving you more kind of tips on how to distinguish these from each other. Okay, so I'll see you there. Bye.